Hello, I have missed you. I wanted to share with you 5 of my top favorite Christian related books with you that I've read within the past year or so. The first one is called A Love Letter Life by Jeremy and Audrey Roloff. If you've watched Little People Big World, you might be familiar with the Roloffs. Pursue creatively, date intentionally, love faithfully. Now, I did read this one about a year ago, so I actually just went to my Goodreads because usually I'll do a review. By the way, if you want to follow me on Goodreads and add me as a friend, feel free. The link is in the information bar below. I was gonna say bio. That's Instagram. I said I'd read it again and again. Such a truly wonderful love story of the ups and downs and how to get through it best. I mainly was interested in the book because I was familiar with their relationship from the show, and I've also listened to a few episodes on their podcast and really appreciate how real they are talking about their relationships back and forth between the two of them. So Audrey does a chapter, Jeremy does a chapter, and it's nice seeing each of their perspectives. Going with the love relationship theme, by the way, I have a few other books that aren't necessarily just centered around love and relationships. I have Love That Lasts by Jefferson and Alyssa Bethke. I think this is so cute, their little characters here. This is a really good description at the bottom. How we discovered God's better way for love, dating, marriage, and sex. I did do a little sticky thing there, and I don't typically do that with my books. I don't mark up my books, but apparently if you're reading this book, a chapter 12 is a good one. And I really like the titles of each of the chapters. They're a song, and it's Stay With You, a John Legend. Our culture, I feel like, has distorted love and what it means. We all grow up differently in different worlds, and it's great to see both of their perspectives. You might be familiar with Jefferson Bethke. He did that YouTube video a while back, and that book, what was it? Jesus Over Religion, I think, with the that math symbol. I really liked the part in the description. I unfortunately didn't write a review for this on my Goodreads. I can't remember exactly what my thoughts were. Basically, what I was saying before is I like the perspective of both Jefferson and Alyssa because they came from different worlds. Jeff's is the prodigal son personal history, and then Alyssa's is the true love waits experience. Another good read. I was really looking forward to getting this book. It's by Sadie Robertson with Beth Clark, which I believe is her grandmother, and it's her latest book. Remain alive, be alive at a specified time, have an exciting or fulfilling life. So basically a definition of live. Okay, first off, this is just so pretty. Great pictures in here. I felt like it was really encouraging and poignant book to read during this past year or so because it really focused on your motivation and purpose to live and was just very encouraging, especially if you're struggling. And there's a lot of great stories celebrating your life. And I mean, I just turned to this chapter, and for this one, I did write a little something. I thoroughly enjoyed the whole book. The question on the back of this book is a bit of a wake-up call and check-in for yourself. Are you truly living? I love that she's shared verses throughout this book. Lots of good stuff. Next, I have let's go with this one. It was a recommendation from my friend Emma, and it's called And the Angels Were Silent by Max Lucado. Walking with Christ Towards the Cross. I feel like it describes the story in the Bible, like in relation to it, of course, in a different way that's a bit more understandable by using other stories. And it was nice just to pick this up every once in a while. It just so happened that I ended up finishing this around Easter, so it was great timing. It took me many months to get through, but again, I really liked picking it up and reading a couple chapters every so often. I think I've read one Max Lucado before. He's written a lot of books, but yeah, I really enjoyed this. I just hit myself there. This next one is called Get Out of Your Head by Jenny Allen. Stopping the spiral of toxic thoughts. And I feel like there are a lot of people out there like me that struggle with this as well. It's just you get that usually negative thought and you just keep going with it and soon it becomes your reality. And I loved this section. Each chapter she has a little spiral picture. It shows the toxic spiral of your thoughts and then the opposite way that's better to get out of it. Emotion, stress, thought, I can do whatever I want. Behavior, pursues self-indulgent comforts. Relationships, self-serving. Consequence, bored. And the better way, the spiral up, is emotion, stress. I choose to seek the good of others. Of course, choosing is easier to say than doing. Thought, God has set me free to seek the good of others over my own comfort. Behavior, pursues the good of others. Relationships, giving and loving. Consequence, be effective. So, and I actually read this along with my mom, and wow, I gotta say, it's a dreary, rainy day, and it has been for the past week, so the lighting might be a little bit funky. I think that's a bit better. I really like at the beginning of each chapter, it has questions or statements, and we liked kind of picking out which ones we identified with. So before chapter 14, run your race, I choose to seek the good of others. On the left it says, I don't have anything to offer, I deserve some downtime, someone else can do it, when is someone going to help me? There's nowhere for me to plug in. I have made another Christian related video before if you want to check that out. My favorite podcast, I actually want to make like a 2.0 one because I've got some more Christian based podcasts that I've been enjoying. Comment below your favorite recent read. It doesn't necessarily have to be Christian based, but if it is, cool. While we got this thumb up, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and make sure to hit the bell icon to be notified of my next upload, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!